Chris Kenny here with Sons of Liberty Survival, and today I'm going to talk to you about different types of bug-out bags to include inch bags. Now, certain names you might have heard also is GOOD, or for Get Out of Dodge, or 72-hour bag, also to include PERK, which is Personal Emergency Readiness Kit. Now, for a bug-out bag, your target is about 3 days to start if you're a new prepper. The main focus on a bug-out bag is evacuation rather than long-term survival. The purpose of a B.o.B bag is it allows you to evacuate quickly for any disaster that should arrive. Your contents for a B.o.B will vary according to the region of the user. Whether it's for a northern eastern region for hurricanes, or maybe to a Midwest, southern, where there's western, where there's wildfires and tornadoes. You might also think about getting a Get Me Home kit, which you could have in your car or your workplace. With a Get Me Home kit, you usually want to have enough water, self-defense, for 12 hours survival, just to get you home, enough home to get to your good bag. When you're packing your good bag or your B.o.B bag, remember, ounces turns to pounds real quickly. With a good bag, a B.o.B bag, 72-hour bag, whatever you want to call it, a lot of websites will tell you 30% of your body weight. Well, 30% of my body weight is about 69, 70 pounds. And that's ridiculous. I used to be a soldier, in the United States Air Force. I got out in 2009, and I was trained to carry 70 pounds of weight, over 10 miles if need be. But now, I probably couldn't even carry 70 pounds 5 miles. I'd have to train for that. And that's what soldiers do. They train. And so new preppers, you want roughly 30 pounds or less. And, eventually you can take your bag, walk with it, train with it, and slowly add more pounds to it to increase up to that long-staying sustainability for long-term travel. Now, a bug-out bag is the #1 resource in your plan. With a bug-out bag, you're not trying to build a mobile home. You just need to survive 72 hours or greater, depending on what bag you use. By 72 hours greater, I mean an inch bag. Now, an inch bag is I'm never coming home. And that's all the stuff that you would need for sustainability, whether it be wilderness survival or wherever you're bugging out to. Now, what I have here is a couple of examples of different bug-out bags you may come in contact with. Now, this is your common military bag, which is an A-frame Alice pack. It's great and all, but you don't want to be too tactical, because if you're too tactical, or you look like you're prepared, you're going to stand out, and people are going to want what you have. They're going to know that you prepared and take it. But if you're in a low-key area and you're just getting out and just going trekking through the woods to your bug-out location or wherever you need to survive, this is a great bag. It's got 3 different pouches. You can put MREs in each one of 3 pouches to include the interior, which has plenty of room. I'm not going to break out these bags and show you everything about them. I'm just kind of giving you a general basis on all these. These bags are, in my opinion, I'm not telling you to go out and buy them because they're the greatest. It's whatever suits your need and your gear. Now, the next bag is just a typical military camouflage bag. They give these out in the service. It's collapsible. It can be either collapse thin or expandable large. It's got plenty of zipper pouches in the front. to include a large weld pouch on the top. Once again, that's a little too tactical. Now, this is something I like to wear all the time. This is also another military bag. It's made by Blackhawk. It's got a small pouch in the front, a medium pouch in the middle, and then a very large pouch on the top. This can hold a water bladder if need be. It's got it's got some D-rings on the front that you can use to put some gear items to. I usually have at least a water holder on mine, but I use this for like anything. I swap the contents out of this bag constantly. It's tan, so it's low key. You know, people aren't really going to think too much about this one. Now, other types of bags that you think you can use is this is just a common laptop bag. It's got plenty of, you know, it's got a spout over here. You can put a water bottle in. You know, a small compartment over here if you want to put a little first aid kit in it. It's got plenty of zippered spots, plenty of open space in it. If you wanted to, you know, put something in between here like a wool blanket. Plenty of open space in the middle for MREs or whatever food materials you need or survival materials. And that's very conspicuous. And then this one's even smaller. It just says Gillette Fusion on it. It's a another smaller laptop bag. You can put a water bottle on each side. You know, it's got a smaller compartment with the larger compartment. You know, you can hang some stuff on it. You know, I hang a little first aid kit, some hand spray, you know, just for some fun, you know, pace counter, you know. And those are some of the types of bags that you may encounter when you're planning for your bug out bag, B.o.B bag. Now let's get to the real meat of it, an inch bag. An inch bag. I'm never coming home. I used this in Boy Scouts when I was younger. I really haven't used it too much now, but this is what, in my opinion, what I would use as an inch bag. You can put a sleeping bag on top. You know, you can put a tent down at the bottom. It's very mobile. It's adjustable. You can put, you know, a bedroll on it. It's got plenty of open space, plenty of interior space on the bottom. It's got side pouches. You know, side pouches to put any of your gear items in it. You can even buy an external weatherproofing, you know, slipcover to fit over it to make it more weatherproof. And it's got great hip support as well, which bags like this you kind of really need, because you need to support 80% of that weight on your hips. So once this bag is fully loaded, it'll probably be upwards of range of 70 pounds, maybe more. And you know, you don't want to be carrying the brunt of that weight all by yourself. So good hip support, you know, to help carry that 80% of that weight is key. Now, how much gear you should carry isn't just based on how much weight you can carry. It's based on the planning that you have and what skills you've developed to use whatever's in your bag to help you sustain those 72 hours or greater, depending on what bag you use. Now, that's all I have to say about bug out bags, the types that you might run into. Just a few of the selections right here I gave examples of. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, the link to reach me for my email is in my About section. I'd be glad to answer any of the questions that you have that may arise from this video. I'm looking to help anybody out there who is a new prepper or preppers that are already been out there establishing themselves that may even have more questions. And remember, we can't control when, where, or how the disaster strikes, but we can control how we are prepared and what to do when disaster happens.